I don't even know how to start the show. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Frankie the Yankee here on Frankie the Yankee Show, represented by ESEN, the Elite Sports and Entertainment Network, where you can find us on every platform, on any network, anywhere. And you're never going to get the best content anywhere else besides here at ESEN. With me today is my boy Jay McLovin. You know, he's my ride or die. He's my brother from another mother. And I had to get him on this show today because, listen, it's been one hell of a series, as I could say. Listen, we're not getting blown out. We're not getting blown out like the Padres did. We're not getting blown out like the Mets did. We're just not hitting. We can't score with runners on. Our pitching isn't fully there yet, I guess. I don't know. I mean, Garrett Cole pitched one hell of a game, going 7 innings and over like 88 pitches or whatever. So he pitched a great game one. Carlos Rodon, like I've been saying all year, he's a hit or miss. There's times where he have a good game. There's times where he have a bad game. And on game two, he just had a terrible game. Wasn't even bad. It was just terrible. You gave him 3 goddamn home runs. And 2 of those home runs were back to back. I mean, I don't know what to start off, Jay. The only thing I can start off at is game 3 tonight, back in the Bronx for the first time in 15 years. I just can't wait to see how it's going to feel watching all of my brother and sisters of Yankee Nation in the Bronx to represent our team. Because, listen, we're down 2-0, but it isn't over yet until someone hits that 4th win. And I don't see nobody with the 4th win yet. So yeah. I have 100% faith in my boys getting a win tonight. We get a win tonight. That enters a 1-game win. You get a win tomorrow. That's called a 2-game winning streak. You get a win on goddamn Wednesday, and that's called a winning streak, boys. Like my boy back in a major league coach used to say, you know what I'm saying? That's called a winning streak, boys. A lot of things can happen in baseball. Baseball is literally a team sport that anything can happen. Juan Soto, amazing. Giancarlo Stanton, amazing. Right? Aaron Judge, where the hell are you? I have been saying this since the Kansas City Royals series. If you've been following us on TikTok, on ESPN, and you can watch some of my clips, I have said it many times. Aaron Judge, I need you to show up. I need you to start hitting. I need you to be the Mr. Regular season man that you are. I'm sick and tired of you hitting 58 to 60 home runs a season, 120 RBIs a season, you know, all this other shit in the season, excuse my language. But when October hits, you're nowhere to be found. You're hitting in October your batting average is under 200. Right now, you only have 2 goddamn home runs in 3 series. 3 series. And 2 of those home runs came in 1 series against Cleveland. Okay? I need Aaron Judge to turn it around tonight. All right? Give us something. All right? It doesn't have to be a home run. Give us 2 base hits. Give us a RBI. Bring someone in. I don't care. It needs to happen tonight. Because once you start getting your swing, once you start getting the flow of your swing, and once you find your swing and stop chasing, like I've been saying the last couple of freaking series, stop chasing, because all of a sudden, October hits, Jay, and freaking Aaron Judge is back to the 2016 to the 2020 era of him swinging at anything because he wants to hit anything. No, we need the Mr. Aaron Judge who changed his batting ways 2 seasons ago to stop chasing all these goddamn low, change-ups and curveballs and sweepers and shit like that. Stop swinging. Wait for your pitch. Literally wait for your pitch. I don't know what else I got to say, Jay.
That's a lot of things, right? So, take game 1, for example. Let's just start there. Game 1, you had a great pitching performance from Cole. And Aaron Judge gives you 3 strikeouts to start up off the rip. Look, this game starts with your pitching, and it should be ending with your Judge, right? It should, but it's not, okay? Stanton is finally, for the love of God, Stanton's actually finally producing, right? And you're getting great pitching from Cole, and Juan Soto's doing his job. But look, this game is going to ride or die on 2 fronts. One is your pitching, which, let's be honest, is not exactly the strongest, right? Especially when I'm talking about your middle relief. Weaver, You need to start channeling your inner Mario freaking Rivera, dude. Somebody out there needs to tap back in, tap into Mario Rivera, and bring it back to home, man. Because right now, you're not doing good on the end of it. You're not doing on the hitting part of it, but your actual starting part of it is okay. The problem is, Judge, bro, right now, if you don't do something in this postseason, you're just going to go down as a basic Yankee. Nothing more than that. Just a basic Yankee. If you want to become in the conversation of Babe, in the conversation of Gehrig, in the conversation of DiMaggio, Jackson, Jeter, I mean the whole nine, right? You got to start doing. You got to start producing in the postseason. You just can't look. I hate to say this, Frankie. I know it's gonna piss you off, but listen to me for a minute. I know it's gonna piss you off, but just hear me out. If Aaron Judge doesn't produce, if he doesn't start producing in these playoffs, he's no more than the Dak Prescott of the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because Dak Prescott, if you know, he is in MVP conversations. He's had 5,000-yard seasons, touchdowns galore. But when it comes to the postseason, he dissipates. That's what I'm trying to say, is that when Judge is just like Dak Prescott, great in the regular season, lights out regular season. But then when he gets to the postseason, instead of rising up, he's sitting the fuck down. Bro, come on, man. If you want to be a Yankee, if you want to wear that freaking uniform, you got to start producing, brother. Look, I remember, and Frank, you know, when we got Garrett Cole to the Astros, he told him flat out, look, my goal is to be a Yankee. And they knew what they were getting. They were going to, we're going to ride it out as much as we can, see if we can get a World Series or two out of you before you jet and go to New York. Well, he goes to New York, and Garrett Cole, minus the injuries, has done exactly what Yankees do. He goes out and he performs. The same can't be said for Judge. And let's be honest, Volpe, you need to get up there too. Verdugo, Rizzo, for the love of God, Rizzo, come on. Don't be another Joey Gallo. Do something, damn it.
Well,
but do something.
Well, I'm not gonna blame Rizzo much because that Rizzo is hitting a 386 in the postseason this year, and he did get hit twice in Game 2 to at least try and do something. Listen, we have one out with the bases loaded. One out with the bases loaded. Damn it, we had 2 runs. We just needed 2 more to tie the game. Rizzo, you did a good job by getting hit by that pitch, bro. Because if you didn't get hit by that pitch, I was really scared that he would have got struck out. No doubt about it. Because I was watching Rizzo swings, and he was swinging at anything. And I feel like at that point in his head, he was like, "Listen, I'm just gonna hug up on this home plate and hope that he throws something at me, not to me." And he did, and he got on base. And I thank God for that. Because listen, this man Rizzo, literally is the league leader in getting hits by pitch. Okay, Anthony Volpe, you're still this is your second year. I get it. This is your first time in the World Series. I get it. But you cannot be swinging at stupid pitches like you swung at Game 2 with a sweeper that was literally something that Giancarlo would have done in the regular season. He swung at a pitch that literally was so far outside, just nowhere near your bat. And I get it. Like I said, you're young. It's your second year, your first World Series. There's so much in your belly right now that you're just, you're anticipating and you want to get a hit and you want to secure some type of run for your team and get us back into the game. Wait for your pitch. And I've been saying this, and I wish I was in that dugout, Jay. I truly wish I was in that dugout because I could literally get in each of these guys' face and just say, wait for your pitch. Every single 162 games out of the year, you guys have been waiting for your pitch. Then a World Series come, and all of a sudden, you guys don't want to wait for your pitch no more. I get it. It's the 9th inning. We're down by 2 runs. We're down by 3 runs. Whatever. You're looking and you're seeing what Giancarlo Stanton is doing. He's waiting for his pitch. You're seeing what Juan Soto's doing. He's waiting for his pitch. And even if he swings at something, he is connecting to the ball to at least foul it off so that way he can get another shot at it. You have to wait for your pitch. And I don't know how many more times I can say it for Judge because Judge is swinging at all those low balls. Stop swinging at the balls to your knees. You know they're going to throw that at you. If you have been doing that, if you've been seeing that from Kansas City to Cleveland and in the start of LA, why the hell are you still swinging at it? They're
Right.
obviously seeing you swinging at every goddamn low pitch. They're going to continue to throw it to you because you're swinging at it. There's nothing more I can say. Listen, Jay, I agree with you. I totally agree with you. If Judge cannot show up tonight, he's gonna go down as the Dak Prescott of the MLB, because you have a fantastic regular season. Come to the time where you know playoffs and stuff, you're nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
Why?
And you know
Why?
the crazy thing
You're our
is
you're
you
our
know what the crazy thing is
captain.
for me though, Frankie? Freeman for the Dodgers is actually having the postseason that we would expect Judge to be having.
Yeah.
Freeman has twice homered. One was a walk-off in game one, and then he had and then in game two, he also had another home run. He is doing the clutch moment hitting that we would expect from a guy like Aaron Judge. That's crazy, right?
I can even say that Giancarlo Stanton is doing something that Aaron Judge should be doing. Giancarlo
Yeah.
Stanton has about 4 or 5 home runs this postseason already. Why the hell is Aaron like? It's confusing to me. And you're our captain. Not so long ago, before game 2, you were just speaking and having an interview with our original captain and Derek Jeter. You cannot sit there and tell me Derek Jeter was not giving you some type of like a little, listen, yo, Aaron Judge, I've been watching you, man. You're swinging at those low ones. You gotta wait for the high ones to come at you. And even if they are coming at you with the high ones, you're swinging a little bit late. You just wait for your pitch, wait for your momentum. You'll find it. You know who you are. I know Derek Jeter was talking to him and getting him his ear. This is Derek goddamn Jeter. There's no other person on this Fox analyst network that wants the Yankees to win more than Derek Jeter. The hell with A-Rod. I don't give 2 shits about A-Rod. Big Poppy, obviously, Big Poppy don't want to see the Yankees win it, obviously, and that's that's no knock, obviously, right? But Derek Jeter wants you guys to win it, and there's a reason why Derek Jeter picked the Yankees in 7. Right. Aaron Judge.
But let's be honest. Hold on. Let's keep it real. Judge is one of the biggest problems you have, but he's not the only problem. Rodon, he didn't exactly pitch lights out yesterday either, or the other day either, right? I mean, the guy only goes 3 innings or something like that. He gives four runs on a 63 pitch count. Come on, you need better. Look, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. This pitching staff, it's not like you guys are Boston back when Pedro Martinez and Schilling was there with the red sock, and he's still pitching lights out. You don't have that kind of pitching staff to come back from 3-0 and come back and claim it, right? You guys got to claim game 1 with your hitting. You got to hope that Schmidt can come out and give you at least a good solid 6, and that if you do get the lead, that Schmidt and Holmes can close out the game and not let them get back on. This is your game at home. You're in the biggest lights, the biggest stadium. You need your starting pitching, your closing pitching, and you need freaking Judge to come out with it if you're going to take game 3 and 4 and then have a game 4, which will give you an opportunistic chance. Because if you go down 3-0, literally, this team is not built to come back from that kind of deficit, Frankie.
I got to agree with you. It has to start tonight, and I'm going to take my glasses off here because, listen, Frankie the Yankee never takes off his stuff, but I got to do this. It starts tonight, boys, all right? And I'm hoping someone could share this to the Yankees media, the Yankees page, because I'm definitely going to do it afterwards. I am hoping it starts tonight. Get the hell in Bronx Stadium. Get in the Yankee Stadium literally with the mindset that this series right now is still 0-0. Do not think that it's 2-0. Go in there and tell yourselves, listen, the World Series starts tonight. It's 0-0. It's in our home. We got to get these wins. If you could go back to LA at least down 3-2, I don't care. Because what you showed me in LA is that you can compete with LA in LA. You just need to find your goddamn swings. Stop swinging at everything. Tonight, it starts with thinking that the series is 0-0. Don't go in there and be like, yo, listen, we're down 2-0. We need to get as much hits as we can. Let's swing at anything we can. We're going to get this shit out of the ball. Stop trying to hit home runs. That's the one fucking thing. Stop trying to hit home runs. We understand you're the Bronx Bombers. Okay? We understand. Everybody understands you're the Bronx Bombers. You guys led the freaking major leagues in home runs this year. Congratulations. It's not regular season no more. Stop it. Get base hits. That's the one thing that the Dodgers are doing. Okay? Yeah. Ohtani getting base hits. Okay? Mookie Betts getting base hits. But guess what? the people behind him, Teoscar Hernandez, Freddie Freeman, they're getting the home runs. That's what we need. Juan Soto's getting the walks and the base hits, but nobody behind him is coming up, and that's what Aaron Judge is supposed to be. Aaron Judge is supposed to be the guy behind Juan Soto to at least get an extra base hit or something, or a home run, but he's not finding it. It just so happens it has to be Giancarlo Stanton, which, by the way, listen, Giancarlo, yo, he changed. Giancarlo's changing my ways about him, Jay. Listen,
yeah.
If you was to tell me in the beginning of the year that the Yankees were going to be in the World Series, I would have been like, yeah, definitely, because we ended up getting Juan Soto. I knew that he was going to be a game changer for this offense, especially adding much more lefties in the batting order. That helped out a lot because we didn't have a lot of lefties last year. I would agree with you, but if you were to tell me that Giancarlo Stanton will be the AL MVP and that Giancarlo will be the game changer for a World Series, I will look at you and say, "Are you smoking crack?"
Yeah. I mean, do you realize right now? I'm not trying to pour fuel on a well-lit fire, but damn, Judge has 6 strikeouts.
Yeah.
6. Bro, you're not even popping out. You're not even getting contact. You're straight up swinging at air.
Yeah. He's swinging at anything.
That's the thing, right? So, Soto, I mean, the guy's worth every penny because he's the one that's producing right now, right? He's got, what, 350 average? He got 2 hits yesterday, got an RBI. Stanton got on. I think, who else got on yesterday? Chisholm got on. So, right now, you're looking at your batting average. Literally, Judge has a 150. Chisholm has a one. What is it? Chisholm is at? No, Chisholm's got a 186. Cabrera's got a 167. Freaking Wells has a .98, and then you got Verdugo at like 184. I mean, this isn't getting it done, man. You got 4 hits yesterday, and you only got 2 runs out of the 4. And look, it starts tonight, Frankie. Tonight, if they don't get it done tonight, and I don't know if they are, man. I mean, who you got on the mound for you guys right now?
We got Clark Schmidt tonight on the mound for us.
Right. You got Clark Schmidt and you got Buehler. So Clark Schmidt versus Buehler, right? So,
and mind you, Buehler has a 6 ERA in this postseason, an even 6 this postseason alone.
Right.
This is just like, and I was gonna say this before we started the show. And I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to come into the show with not saying anything or not mentioning it. Buehler is like Jack Flaherty. Okay, this is a person where you're supposed to get the runs off of, right? If you cannot get runs off of Buehler tonight, I swear to you, Jay, they're not gonna win. They're not gonna win because you were not able to get hits off Jack Flaherty. Mind you, Jack Flaherty's not even their ace, and he started the goddamn World Series for the Dodgers. And guess what? He started with 0 runs and ended with just giving up 1 home run to Giancarlo Stanton. That's it. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable for a person that literally his ERA in the postseason was over 6 or probably close to a 7. The same with Buehler. His ERA this postseason is an even 6. Even 6. If you cannot score 3 or 4 runs on Buehler tonight within the first 4 to 5 innings, it's over, Jay. It's over.
And I gotta tell you, look, if I'm Boone, look, Ohtani went 0 for what? He went 0 for 3 last night. Mookie Betts went 2 for 4. Hernandez, Teoscar went 2 for 4. But then when you get to Freeman, he only goes 1 for 4. But the one that he gives you is a huge one. Obviously, it's a big home run. Edelman is 2 for 4. But I gotta tell you, man, I think I'm gonna make everybody else beat me. And I'm gonna pitch to Freeman, but I'm not giving him anything in the zone. I'm going to give him all trash pitches, and if I walk him, I walk him, but I'm not going to pitch that guy straight up, right? I would make everybody else, but I'm not pitching that guy straight up.
Yeah, really true. And it's funny, too, because a good friend of ours, Mike Hughes, if you guys don't know him, go check him out, the Shy Kid. He's really, Chicago, everything. And, he's a huge Anthony Rizzo fan, obviously, because Anthony Rizzo came from Chicago. And he showed me a video package from back in the day. Anthony Rizzo and Freddie Freeman are great friends outside of baseball. They're great friends. I'm talking about their wives are friends, kids are friends. Like, they're great friends. Anthony Rizzo literally can pitch better to Freddie Freeman than Carlos Rodon did. Literally. Anthony Rizzo, when he was a Chicago Cub, guess what he did to Freddie Freeman, Jay? Struck him out. Non-powerful pitches, Jay. I'm talking about 60-something miles per hour pitch, 70-something mile per hour pitch. Struck out a guy that literally just hit a 450-something bomb, grand slam, walk-off grand slam to one of the starting pitcher. Because it was Nestor Cortez. He's a starting pitcher. Let's not forget. Okay, I'm not going to be like, oh, you hit him off the closer. No, that's a goddamn starting pitcher who's been out for a month. Good job, Aaron Boone. Let's put Nestor Cortez in, who's been out for a goddamn month, compared to Hill, to Hill, who literally has been having an amazing postseason, pitching wise. And guess what? Oh, mind you, they bring in Hill on Saturday, and guess what Hill did? Struck out freaking Freddie Freeman. Bang your head off the wall, Boone. Bang your head off the wall, please. Because Hill just proved to you that you should have put him in because he would have got the goddamn win for us.
Yeah. I mean, I know you were talking a lot of smack on my Espada, and and you probably are right about him. But at what point does the Yankees think that maybe Boone is just not the guy that we need at the helm? Maybe he, at what
They're
point
not going to think that.
The same results. But
They're
what
not
point do they
that.
start looking to make a change?
They're not going to think that, Jay. You want to know why? It's because it's kind of like the Dallas Cowboys, right? You have a coach that could win you games. You have a coach that could get you to the playoffs, and you have Aaron Boone, who finally got the Yankees to the World Series on an easy road. I'm not gonna throw that out there. It was an easy trip. They didn't have to go through Baltimore. They didn't have to go through Houston. They didn't have to go through Detroit. So they had an easy route to the World Series. But it's because Aaron Boone's win-loss record is so good that they think Aaron Boone could get the job done. I don't think so. The way I've been riding Aaron Boone's coattails since 2016 when he got hired. Okay? The man has been winning us games. I don't think he has a losing season yet. Mind you, last year was his first time not making it to the playoffs as a Yankees manager. Okay? Then you go and you make it to the World Series, and yet you're doing the stupid things that you've done when you first got hired. Yeah. Like, it makes no sense. Like, bases loaded in game 2. Okay, Anthony Volpe, you struck out on a wild swing. Okay, what does Aaron Boone do? You bring in Jose Trevino, who literally has not played not one goddamn game this postseason, in for Austin Wells. And I get it, Austin Wells, what you say, he's hitting a .09 something?
Yeah, .98.
Okay, that's fine. A .98. Jose Trevino hasn't had one goddamn swing this postseason. What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Right.
Why are you telling Anthony Rizzo to go for a swing? And I said this to Caitlin. I said, all we need, and mind you, I just got breaking news that Jose Trevino is a catcher for tonight. So Jose Trevino is playing game 3, catching tonight in for Austin Wells. So Jose Trevino, you got 9 goddamn innings to find your goddamn swing, okay? And it's in Yankee Stadium. You got 9 innings, and I'm giving you 6 max. Okay? The news literally just came down on my phone.
Into the catchers now.
Like the news just dropped down on my phone as we're talking about this. That's crazy, and it's like Aaron Boone is watching. He's like, you know what? The hell with this guy. Yo, Jose, you starting? Austin, we're gonna put you on the bench tonight.
Hey, you think Boone is watching our podcast and you're like, you know what? Maybe I should listen to some of this because they're making some really good, valid points.
Yeah, I mean, it makes perfect sense. Why would you put someone in who hasn't played one goddamn postseason? Literally, his postseason hitting is a 0.00. Yeah. You just made that shit go negative from him having to fly out, and I don't even think your batting average can go negative. Anyway, I told Caitlin this the other night in game 2. We had bases loaded with 1 out. I told her all I need is for someone to bunt the goddamn ball so we can bring in that runner from third base and be down by 1. Then all you need to do is get a solidified base hit to tie the game. And what the hell happens? Anthony Volpe goes and he strikes out on a stupid wild pitch. Then Jose Trevino comes in on the very first pitch he sees. He goes ahead and swings, and he fucking hits it in the high air. Oh, Guess what Frankie the Yankee does, everybody? I just turn around because I could tell by the sound. If you're a baseball fan, you could tell by the sound of the bat when it hits the ball if it's going to be a good hit or if it's going to be a pop out or a fly out or anything like that. I
Because you
heard
get
the
the
hit,
sound
Jay,
of the
and
barrel when it hits right in the middle of it.
I heard that shit, Jay, and I said, listen, that's going to be a fly out. And Kaylin's like, no, it's not. I'm like, that's going to be a fly out, honey. And what happened? He flew out to center. It can't get any more worse. I mean, the only thing that can be worse, literally at this point, is getting swept in the World Series. And I wouldn't even be mad, honestly, because I would look at it and I would say, that's a sign for Aaron Boone to get fired. Literally, it's a sign for Aaron Boone to get fired because the first 2 games, you did stupid, idiotic things. One, you took Garrett Cole out way too early. And I said this to you guys because we did a live stream. I was surprised that Garrett Cole was still in there. And he can do it when he was on it that night. He was on it. I said it. I said when he's on it, he can go deep. It don't even matter if he gets to 100 pitches or more. He will get the job done. The man had 88 pitches, and when he decided to take him out, he only gave up the 1 hit. Okay? He was giving up hits all the game, and he was getting out of the innings. Why the hell are you taking Garrett Cole out of the World Series game 1? When we're up by 1, 88 pitches in the game, you got 2 more innings left. What is wrong with you, Aaron Boone? What is wrong with you?
Yeah, especially when you know your middle relief is kind of suspect. Really, you're just trying to get to Weaver as best you can, or maybe even Clay Holmes if you can get him through 7, even into 8.
Don't even mention Clay Holmes.
No, I understand, but you know what? At some point, you're going to have to rely a little bit on Clay. You're going to have to rely on because you don't have a whole lot to work with. So these guys have got to step up. And if they can't step up, then they need to ship the hell out if they can't get it done. But at some point, you're going to have to somewhat rely on these guys.
My question is, right, and I get it. You know, he actually answered my question in game 1, and it got totally screwed. But you have 2 starting pitchers on the bench. Why haven't you gone to any of the? You went to Nestor Cortez way too late. Way too late when the Dodgers had the momentum on their side. Way too late. If you were going to bring Nestor Cortez in, I would have brought him in right after Garrett Cole. You know, let him get to the feel of it, being right back into it or whatever like that. If he gives up the home run, he gives up the home run. We still have time to get an extra hit or whatever like that we need to get.
I would have brought in Cortez and tried to run him all the way until the 9th and then brought in in hopes that he would have got you there, right?
Right. Instead, he goes and he brings him into the bottom of the 10th. And there goes the freaking history first ever walk-off grand slam off of Nestor Cortez. And Boone just made Nestor Cortez look bad. He put him on the wrong side of history. The wrong side of history. For what reason, I do not know.
But you know what? In all honesty, it's not like you guys are flooded with great pitching. I mean, and I'm talking about, in that bullpen. I mean, he doesn't really have a whole. That's what I was trying to tell you. These bats have got to come alive. Because I don't think you got that pitching to keep it as a low-scored game in a lot of situations. So there were numerous times when you guys have had men on base, even in game 1, that you just couldn't capitalize on. And I told you, I think it was the first and second inning where you guys had gotten a guy on second, you had a guy on second and third, and you didn't capitalize. And I said, man, those are the situations early on. I said you got to bring those guys in because you may not have a whole lot of opportunities.
Yeah, and I told you many times. I've seen all 162 of the games this year. There's many times I saw the Yankees have runners on, and there's many times where I saw the Yankees wasn't able to get the score in. And many times when they had runners on, they had 0 outs.
Right.
I just don't understand. It's still mind-boggling to me. My faith isn't over yet. It's only 2-0. I've seen many histories before. You guys were down 2-0 and won it in 2 years ago. Last year, the Diamondbacks had a 2-0 lead over the Texas Rangers. The Texas Rangers come back and win it. I talked with our boy Mike Hughes, and he reminded me, and I agreed with him. The Cubs were down 3-1 against the Cleveland Indians at the time, and the Cubs came back to win it in 7, 4-3. So there's baseball's different, and there's momentum. But like what Jay is saying and what I'm saying, we need to find our hits. Our captain needs to be our captain. You need to show the world why people continue to call you our captain. You need to show the world why everybody continues to say, Aaron Judge is out of this planet. He's not from here. He's a monster. But yet October's here, and everybody's looking at Aaron Judge like he's human after all.
Yeah.
Oh my
You
God,
know,
he's
a
a
couple of
normal
things, though,
guy.
right? A couple of things, right? So, in my opinion, you guys don't need to worry about trying to be the Bronx Bombers. You need to worry about being the Bronx Contact Hitters. That's what you need to be. Stop being the Bronx Bombers because that's not who you are. You are not Gary DiMaggio. I mean, that's not who you are, right? You need to be Bronx Contact Hitters. And just get on freaking base and get home. That's all you need to be.
Yeah.
Stop trying to swing for
Yeah.
the fences and just swing to get on. If your on base percentage is that's really where it's at. If you get the on base percentage and stop worrying about the slugging percentage, you're going to be so much better off. Man, if you're the Yankees pitchers, don't try to go out there and do too much. Play loose.
Yeah.
Don't put too much pressure on yourself because then you're going to force yourself into mistakes. Go out there and play loose. And let me tell you something. Just like Michael Brantley did for the Astros when we went to Philadelphia and he gave them that little speech in the locker room and said, "This is not who we are. You're not playing Astros baseball. Get back to playing Astros baseball." And when he gave that speech, we took the series from Philadelphia and we kicked ass. You need somebody. I don't know if it's Chisholm. I like Chisholm. I think he's a spark plug on your team. You need somebody in that locker room to get that speech like Michael Brantley gave. If you got to bring in Jeter, if you got to bring in Mario Rivera, if you got to bring a past Yankee to do the speech for you, then do it. But you ain't got no room for error. It's all out at this point, man. And look, let me tell you something. The interesting thing to me is not only is Judge not doing anything, but really neither is Ohtani. He's not doing really anything.
Yeah.
It's Freeman and Betts and all the other guys. But the two biggest players on that damn series, neither one of those guys are producers. It's almost like one offsets the other. So Volpe, you need to step up. Rizzo, figure out something and step up. But all the other guys, need to step up and contribute and not just rely so heavily on the Judge or the Stanton.
Right. I agree. But listen, I got to head out. Catch us tonight. We're going to do a watch along for the Yankees-Dodgers game, World Series 3 tonight. I hope things can change, Jay, and I hope my attitude changes. But until then, I want to thank everybody for, joining us for this little 30 minutes so I can rant my little team off and Jay can, give me a little bit of hope left. But until then, we'll see you guys tonight.